Hey guys, it's Annie, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be, of course, my July 2021 Plan With Me video. And without further ado, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more bullet journaling, wellness and inspirational content from me. And let's get right into planning. So this month's theme is ice lollies or popsicles if you're in the US, and I'm obsessed with the colours I've used and everything. I went for loads of different colours, shapes, sizes for each different ice lolly I did. As you can tell, I did a lot of different styles as I went through this setup. Some of my favourites, I got to admit, are the ones with the kind of little fruit inside them. I did some kiwi, lemon, orange, and then of course like the watermelon one as well. So firstly, how I drew these, I went in with my felt tip first and just drew the basic shape and with the different colours and stuff. And then afterwards, I did the stick, and then I did some finer details with fine liners. But I decided to keep these doodles very simple and minimal because I wanted to leave room for the lettering, etc. For the lettering, I just lettered July in the centre of the page in this nice like calligraphic font using my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen, which if you don't already know, that's one of my absolute favourites for lettering, especially in my bullet journal. So now for my quote page, I kept it nice and simple with a quote saying, "Little things make big things happen," which I feel like is really cute quote and just very simple for this setup. Then underneath I did 3 of the kind of fruity ice lollies, so I did kiwi, lemon and orange, and so those are some of the colours I'm using in this theme, which I love, and I just love the design of the fruit ones, especially as I did say earlier. Then of course I went in and added some more details, the stick, etc. But that is it for this cover and quote page. So now for my July calendar, I kept this the same as I do in all of my other monthly calendars. I just did the grid layout over a double page. I kept this one very, very colourful actually. Now that I'm looking back at it, it's more colourful than I expected, but I'm in love with it anyways. So I did the grid layout, as I said, which each box is a day. So I did 31 boxes, measured it out and everything beforehand. And then I did the lettering for each of the days, and then the date, the number date as well in the boxes with different colours. And then afterwards I went crazy with doing loads of different ice lolly doodles and using different colours, designs, shapes, sizes. You'll see me doing very many unique ice lolly doodles, which I love as well. And then on the left hand side, I'm bringing back my YouTube and Instagram growth trackers, as I haven't done that in a few months, so I thought I'd bring it back because I feel like I really missed it. So now for my habit tracker, I did the usual mini calendar layout for each habit. So I split my page into like 12 different sections, and then drew like the grid calendar layout that I did. The same, obviously the same grid because it's the same month. Same one I did in my calendar, just did them a lot smaller. So one little like dotted box, I guess, for each day. And as usual, I did 12 habits. These are pretty much the same habits as that I did last month. I think I just changed up one or two, depending on what I feel like I want to track this month. So the ones I did were workout, yoga, walk, meditate, journal, read, nose pen, skincare, sleep, screen, less than 2 hours, eat healthy, and water. For this one, I made it very funky, and I'm really in love with the finished product. I coloured in the actual layout in like the felt tip, and then I'll go in with like a black fine liner and fill it in the day, instead of how I usually do it, where I will like just outline it and then I'll go in with the coloured pen. And I feel like this brings a whole pop of colour, and I know once the mood tracker is filled in, this spread is gonna be so colourful. I can't even, but that's what I love about this theme. It's one of the most out there I've been with like the colours and how much of the colours I'm using, but I do love that. So now for my mood tracker, I did 31 individual different ice lollies, and then of course I did to keep the bottoms. So each day I'll go and fill in the ice lolly depending on how my mood is. So now for my usual trackers spread and my exercise spread on the next page. I do these spreads every single month for as long as I can remember, pretty much, maybe the last 6 months or so. I've been loving this spread, as the fact that I repeated it like for months on end. It shows how much I've used it. It looks so cute in the end. The finished result is very cute, colourful. So let's take you through this. So the top box, or the box on the far left hand side, is for sleep. I have the numbers 8 until 8. So I have 8 till 12 and then 1 till 8, like the hours of the night. So say I went to bed at 10 p.m, I'll start from the 10 p.m. box, and then if I wake up at 7, I'll go until 7. So that kind of shows how many hours I sleep. So the longer the line, the more hours I've slept that night. I feel like it's a really good way to keep my sleep schedule on point, I guess. This spread looks so cute at the end, as I said. I love it. And then underneath I have my usual like trackers kind of line graph layout, I'd say. I have the numbers 1 to 10, and then the things I'm tracking, I have a different colour for each different thing I want to track. So I have steps per hour, productivity, a new one I'm including, which is active minutes, so how many minutes I'm like active or exercising through the day, then screen time. Then for the exercise, this is kind of a more detailed way of looking at the active minutes, how I spent all of those minutes. So for my key, I have abs, upper body, lower body, cardio or full body on the same colour, yoga, Pilates, sports, walk or other. Here is me just showing you how I've used these spreads in the past, because I think it gives you a more clear idea of how these spreads are actually used, as when they are blank you can't really tell. I will be posting the finished layout of these spreads on Instagram as usual, so be sure to follow me in there. It is linked down below. So now for my content planner, I kept this nice and simple. I did pretty much the exact same spread back in May, and I really loved it. I really utilised it quite a lot. I didn't carry it forward to June for some reason, but I felt like I really missed it last month, so I decided to bring it back because I felt like it was really helpful the month that I did use it. So basically I just did the numbers 1 to 31 for each day of the month, down on the left hand side, and then that's pretty much it. And then I obviously just did a key for YouTube, podcast and Instagram, so I can see clearly through the colours which like kind of content I'm posting that day, I guess. That's pretty much it. That's all I did for that spread. Then of course I added some ice lolly doodles, but that's kind of it. So basically guys, I just realised my video kind of cut off as I was doing my playlist spread, so I thought I'd just kind of talk through it so you still get kind of like an overview of what the spread is all about, even though you don't get to the process of me drawing it, sadly. So obviously the first one I have is Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. This is not a song, but it's an album, so I don't want to write out every single song on the album because that's probably what I would end up doing if I had to make a playlist. So I just decided just to include the album and then a few other songs as well that I've been loving this month. I feel like I really want to do, you know, those videos, I think Amanda actually did one a while back where she got a big A3 piece of paper and then like wrote out the whole album. Like for each song she had like a different font or a different vibe, different doodles to go with each song from the album, which I feel like would be really cool to do with Sour, because I want some way to like remember how much I love this album and all of the songs in it, kind of. So let me know if you'd like me to do it, because I feel like it would be really, really fun, and let me know if you have any other suggestions of albums you'd like me to do. Next I have Leap Before You Love Me by Marshmello and the Jonas Brothers. You guys know I love the Jonas Brothers, so I just had to include their new song. Then I have Our Song by Anne-Marie Nowhoran, Reckless by Madison Beer. I do love Madison Beer as well. Heartbreak Anthem by Galantis, David Guetta and Little Mix. So that is kind of it for this playlist. I kept it nice and simple, but still very colourful to go with this month's theme. And then lastly, you didn't get to see any of this spread, sadly, of me drawing it, which was my first weekly spread for July. This is the last spread of this setup. It is pretty straightforward. It's just kind of the same as all of, I've done quite a few of these landscape spreads before in other setups, and on Instagram you'll probably see I've posted many of these just with different colours, themes, fonts, etc. So the quote I decided to choose is, "The life in front of you is more important than the life behind you," which I feel like is really important to remember. So in terms of the doodles, I kind of just did a few like ice cream doodles in the centre, and then obviously like the details of the week that we're in, the dates, the days, and then I have space to write all the tasks, events, reminders, etc. in each area. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the whole like losing the footage situation, but I hope I explained the spread that I didn't show you the process of. I hope I explained them well enough for you guys to understand. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you aren't already, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell for more bullet journaling, wellness, and inspirational content from me. And without further ado, let's get right on to the final flip through of these spreads. As usual, I'll be posting them on Instagram to see the finished and perhaps like filled in version of these spreads. So yeah, all of that is linked down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.